All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here today to do a reading for the Earth. What am I saying? I just did Earth signs. I'm here to do air signs. That is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And if you're an Earth sign, then you can be a cross watcher and watch for the air signs in your life. Or maybe you're an Earth sign in your chart and air signs as well. Anyway, this is for air signs. So I'm just going to dive right in. Sun, moon, rising, air signs. If you're not sure what that is, follow the links in the description box below. They will take you to sites that can give you your birth chart, and you can get a bigger picture of what makes you you. And so I'm just going to continue with what I've been doing, which is I've already chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to clarify with the Good Tarot, also Colette. And so I'm just going to start. First card I chose, Loyal Heart, in the protection position. And this is all about speaking about that you need to reassess where your loyalties lie. You may be overly attached to someone or something that is not working for you anymore, is not part of your this new path that you're stepping on. I keep getting this strong sense of movement in terms of, well, at least with these initial cards. It's time to move away from where you've been to move into something new. And Loyal Heart in reverse it talks about betrayal, about feeling like it's really hard to let go of something, but that ultimately what you're hanging on to is not serving you. And that can be difficult, especially when we're really attached to someone who we've been attached to for a long time, or attached to a way of thinking, attached to a situation. It could be a job. It's different for everybody, but it's time to understand that there's a new way. There's something better for you, and to release your attachments, to reassess. And the next card is No Place Like Home. And this is very much about feeling, all of a sudden I can't think of the way to say it, feeling good being you, feeling comfortable in your own skin, stepping into your authenticity, leading through your integrity and your dignity. And by sort of letting go of the loyalties that were not serving you, it's allowing you to move into this part of you that maybe you've been denying, that you've been ignoring. Usually it's our authentic self is a part of our the words. I'm so sorry. Intuition. There it is. Intuition is very much a part of of our deepest, most authentic self. And so, as you're letting go of these old attachments, old ways of thinking, old values, old situations, you're getting in touch with what's really important to you, who you really are, that part of you, that little voice that has mostly gone unheard until this point. And now you're really being called to listen. And the voice is getting louder, but it can often be drowned out by the things going on in life. And our ego has a very loud voice, and it can sometimes be very easy to get caught up in the distractions. And but this is saying, you're doing it. You might need to continue working on letting things go, but that you are, the more you let go and move into the new you and your new life and your new way of being, the more comfortable you get. And it's like an expansion. You settle, and the energy starts to be able to just naturally move out. Whereas I think up to this point, you've kind of been holding it in, because when we're not being true to ourselves, when we're not listening to that part, um, we know on a certain level, and it's constraining, it's constrictive, and it doesn't feel good. And very often, it ends up being it that little voice plays itself out in subconscious or unconscious ways. And then we look back and think, well, that's weird. Why did I say that? Or why did I do that thing? And usually it's because we're not just listening in the first place and following it. And so it starts getting really loud, and it starts being more destructive. It's like trying to plug the hole in the dam. There's going to be another hole, and eventually, like, you can't plug all the holes, and the whole thing's just going to burst. Or holding down the volcano. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. So just prepare for it in advance. You also got the Y card in the protection position, and this is about getting really clear on why you are doing anything. Knowing that what you are doing, how you're moving forward, is aligned with your dignity and your integrity and your authenticity, that it's not aligned with thinking you want something for one reason, but it's actually for another. And, this can be like, in a relationship, for example, you really miss this person. Like, say you're going through a breakup, and you feel like you really want to have them back in your life, and you really want to reconnect in some way. And yet, what's the reason for that? If you are in a breakup, things have brought you to that point. And what is it that makes you want to go back? Is it because you truly want to be in that relationship? Or is it because you get a sense of completion from that person, because you can't complete yourself? You can't fill yourself. You're hoping they will fill your cup. You're hoping that you will feel accepted, or approved of, or loved. And anytime that we search for those kinds of things outside of ourselves, it's it will lead us to what's the word? Unfulfillment? Not being fulfilled. Because only we can truly fulfill ourselves. Only we can truly fill our own cup and make ourselves happy. And so you really want to, again, you really want to get clear on your motives for wanting things, on, anything really, how you want to move forward in life, the person that you want to become. Is it just so that you can get praise and accolades? Or is it from a place of truly wanting to provide something valuable to the world, to the people around you? And this card speaks about, when you get clear on the why, when you are able to kind of dive under those ulterior motives and get to the heart of what you're really all about, you're going to get to this place of ultimate comfort within yourself. There's no place like you, like being you, because you're awesome. There's no one like you in the world. So you gotta appreciate that awesome you that's been put here on this planet for a reason, because you have something really special to bring that no one else can. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify. What do we need to know about this reading? About changing your loyalties, figuring out different loyalties that you want to have, how to be your most authentic self, how to really step into your integrity, act from your integrity. This one. The Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Oh my gosh, yes. This is your ultimate fulfillment. I mean, there's other really good cards in the deck, but this is like the end all be all. This is your ultimate happiness, complete fulfillment. I keep saying that word, but it's true. It's also major arcana. This is big energy, long-lasting energy. You're moving into a place in yourself where as you settle in, you're expanding. I said that before, and it's like you're becoming the sun. It's the light is starting to shine around you. Abundance. Yeah. At this time, everything is possible and everything I need to know is illuminated. Projects come to fruition, relationships flourish, and my growth is assured. This is a time of plenty. It's important that I share this abundance with others. I am deeply grateful. Yeah, be grateful. Be grateful that you have yourself. Become your own best friend. And share your abundance with people who deserve your loyalty. As you move away from the people and the situations that you feel betrayed by or hurt by, or that just don't serve you in some way anymore, you're going to naturally move towards people who are meant to be in your life, who are meant to uplift you. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I love this. Sorry, just looking at the card. Yeah, I've rarely chosen the sun. It comes up sometimes in readings that I listen to that other people do, but I haven't chosen it all that often. So She just looks very at ease, very just like, yeah, life's good. I'm awesome. Bring it on. What else? Another major arcana, temptation. Um, Temptation really speaks to both the false loyalties and your why. So, you're tempted by the things that you think, mm, you're tempted by the things that you want because of why you think you want them. And you're tempted by certain people. I keep getting this kind of story of a breakup, that you really want this person back. Um, but why? If they've hurt you, if they've betrayed you in some way, if they're not showing up in a correct way, um, why do you want them? What would having them serve? Will you feel better? Or will you go back to the same patterns that led to the breakup in the first place? Will you really, truly be happy? Or is it time to, take that loyalty, turn the frown upside down? I mean, look, the two owls in the shape they're in are kind of in a frown. Turn that frown upside down. Now you placing your loyalties in the correct place and bringing in the smile. Double, because the heart is kind of like a smile. Yeah, so be clear. Be clear about these things. Don't be tempted. It can be challenging. Oh, it can be challenging. Especially because relationships, we get so used to being with a person. We have so much of our identity tied up in someone. And when they're suddenly gone, it's we go through withdrawal. We are literally addicted to them, like the chemicals that we get from being with them that get released in our body suddenly aren't there anymore. And it's awful. It's painful. You feel like you're dying sometimes. You feel like your heart is literally breaking. It hurts so bad. And it can be so easy to want to just go back to the way it was because it felt better than it feels right now. And what it's important to remember is this is what you're moving towards. This is where you were, the frown, but you're changing that. You're turning the frown upside down and you're moving into the sun. Oh my God, look at her. This is who you're becoming. That's where you're meant to be. It's so much better than where you were. So much better. 8 of Earth. 8 of Earth. I just chose this one. I should know this one by now. I'm not going to shit on myself. 8 of Earth is gaining knowledge, apprenticeship, learning and employing a new craft or skill. Your new skill is learning to be authentic, learning to listen to your intuition, to act from integrity and dignity by not falling into the temptation. I mean, that peach, doesn't that look good? Like, no wonder she's laying there. Just, she had one too many bites. and it's not serving her. She did not feel good. She needs a nap. She's, she probably has a tummy ache, and even the heart. Like, the heart is making me think that this is about a relationship. Somebody who's watching this, is this about you in a relationship? If it's not, check your other signs. Um, not everything resonates with everybody, but this is definitely feeling relationshipy to me. Situationship. Oh my God. I thought this was an 8. I thought this was an 8. That's not an 8. That's a 3. This is about community. This is about teamwork and coming together. Oh my God. That's funny. Well, the 8 of Earth still stands because I thought it was, and I said all that. It's true. You are learning a new skill. You are gaining knowledge through teamwork, through building on solid foundations. You're coming together. You're going from people who maybe were not so loyal to people who are. And together, you are building on solid foundations. Dedicated collaboration and group efforts. Yeah. Yeah, you're moving into big things. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why it's important to get clear on your why, too. Because you want to be in a place where you're not looking for people to, like I said, to fill your cup. You're looking to come together and collaborate with people who know how to fill their own cup, and you know how to fill your own cup. And together you can clink glasses. But when you're going into it and being like, I need you to make me feel better. I need you to give me the nourishment that I don't have, that I can't give myself. It does not ever end well. It's not to say that relationships necessarily end that are like that, but I would go as far to say that the people in those relationships, even if they last their whole lives, they're not happy. Not truly. You are on a path of true happiness. And it starts with you. It starts with getting comfortable in your own skin, being in your own integrity. And oh my God, the freaking sun. This is the ultimate you. This is like expanded amazingness. What do we got? Messenger of water. Getting a message. I love the seahorses in these. A lot of the water, or some of the water cards have them. The messenger of water. Romantic attraction, chivalry, admiration, seeing the best in others, heightened emotional awareness, a call to fall in love with yourself. Yes. Oh my gosh, when you fall in love with yourself, then you have an overflowing amount of love to give to anybody else. And specifically because this reading seems to be talking about dealing with heartbreak, possibly coming out of a relationship. This is about romantic attraction. You're falling in love with yourself, which allows you to come together with the person who's actually meant for you, who's right for you. who can meet you on your level. You're not looking to fill some to have each other fill some kind of need in yourselves. You're bringing things to the table that you want to offer to the other. So cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. I'm at 25 minutes. I don't know. I just love doing these readings. I'm going to do one more, just one more card. One more final something or other. What do we need to know? Do this one. Messenger of Earth. She's got the antlers, which are like antenna, kind of tuning you to the higher frequencies. This is about it talks, I feel like it talks about work, like having integrity in what you do and how you show up. And you got 2 messengers, by the way. So that's something as well. You are bringing messages, or messages are being brought to you, but this is, the messages are about communication. So, Messenger of Earth, hardworking, proceeding with integrity, perseverance and grit, prudent and careful efforts, thoroughness, industriousness, stamina, and dedication. Yeah, being dedicated to stepping into your ultimate empowerment. Being dedicated to being comfortable in your own skin, to loving exactly who you are, because there is no one like you. Being dedicated to coming together with others, teamwork, building on solid foundations. Yeah, there's a real dedication, and you have to have stamina to do these things. You're stepping into this whole new, possibly this whole new way of being that you may have not really embraced this in this way before. And it's a process, it's a journey. And so just be open to what's to come, to the surprises and the unknown. This is what's on the other side of the unknown. There's a huge light at the end of the tunnel. So step in confidently and be your own best friend. You're not on this journey by yourself. You're there with yourself, along with what I've been calling your spiritual entourage. And have faith and trust. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. It's beautiful. I'm so excited for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been so much fun, as always. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah! And like and subscribe.